Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We have the capability to make the world's first bionic Prinny. Better than they were before. Better. Stronger. Faster.
I feel better already. A little vacation time, a little bionic reconstruction. Heck yeah.
It is hot in here. Hot and humid.
They should have put an air conditioner in these things. Anyway, welcome to PrinnyCast Roundtable for September 20th, 2013. We're a casual weekly show where we talk about what we've been up to and the various gaming-related stuff over the last week. In this case, almost technically the last 3 weeks. We're your hosts for this particular week. I'm Chris. This is Grover.
Hello.
This is Mike.
Where?
Somewhere.
Oh, me. Hi.
Yeah, in the background, you'll see some more Kickstarter projects. Check out the links below if you're curious about any of them or want to help fund any of them, including a heck yeah officially licensed sequel to River City Ransom. Yes, thank you. We haven't had a decent version of that since the Scott Pilgrim game that came out a while back, which I still have not gotten. Shame on me.
And, oh my god.
While not a video in the background, that Mega Man spiritual successor, Mighty Number 9, has broken well over $2 million, so it will indeed see a release on the PS3, Xbox 360, and the Wii U. And it's still got a few days left and still trucking along, so who knows where it's going from there. And the humble weekly sale this week is EgoSoft Space Sim Series X. So you get X, Beyond the Frontier, Extension, haha, X2, The Threat, and X3 Reunion with a bonus package. And if you pay over the $6 standard set, which I hate that they're not doing the averages anymore, but oh well, you also get X3's Terran Conflict and Albion Prelude expansions, I think that's what they are, as well as the X Super Box bonus material. Sadly, no trailer on this one, so I can't really show you much. It's definitely no free space, but if you missed the old space sim games like Wing Commander or the X-Wing series, it's hard to beat picking up the entire X series like this on the cheap like. And not to be confused, this is not Star Wars. But yeah, welcome back everybody. Did you all have a fantastic Prinnyversary?
Yes.
Yes and no?
I had teeth ripped out, so no.
Ouch.
What did you do to make Etna mad this time?
I think it was either pain or a different kind of pain, so he chose the different kind of pain over pain.
I think I just kept complaining, and finally I was just like, shut up! And
So did you have that second one taken out?
No, I haven't had that one taken out. I got the other one, the first one taken out. That was a blessing. That was hell on earth. But the second one's not nearly as bad. It's occasional. The other one was just non-stop, constant pain.
That's kind of what mine's doing. I should do something about it because now I know where they get the term Bluetooth.
Oh, Bluetooth.
Oh.
But yeah, it stands out a little bit. Oh,
But yeah, if it's blue.
Bluetooth. I've never
Does
seen
it glow in the dark?
Not that I know of. I've never tried to open my mouth in the dark, which I should do because that could be a handy flashlight. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be useful.
So how about you, Mike? Any tooth pain, or did you have something more entertaining?
No, Sydney's mom was in the hospital. She's out now. She's much better.
Excellent.
Let's see. Really, I mean, other than that, it's just been work. Did have a job change beyond working for Aetna, of course. My pizza job is gone, so I'm working at retail now, which is a lot better. I save so much money. Not abusing the crap out of my car.
Your automobile fix you.
It really does.
So what have we been playing all this time?
A lot of World of Warcraft and Disney Infinity, actually, which I've enjoyed. I've been mostly playing the Incredibles playset because I'm trying to collect everything from it, and at the same time, The Incredibles was one of my favorite Pixar movies, so...
Oh, it was mine too. I love that movie.
Even my dad, he told me the other day that he watched it like every night for a month when it finally came out on DVD, and he bought it. So, it was one of my all-time favorites.
Now I've got the Incredible song in my head. Just as soon as I hear the Incredibles, I hear the intro song.
Do 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 do, you know. Still holding out hope for an Incredibles 2. The guy did an interview a few months back, earlier in the year, where he said that he had some ideas, and it's just really all about meshing them out and seeing if they work and well enough to, make a movie that wouldn't be seem like a cheap cash-in. He doesn't want to make
Cars
a movie. He doesn't want to make a sequel just to make a sequel. He wants it to be really good.
Yeah.
So I've got some hope.
So how about you, Grover?
No, stop dying.
It's
so humid, it's just making me tired and stuff. It's sweltering humid. It's like I've never seen hell be so humid before. It's just so nice and dry. But anyways, I played a lot of Civilization 5, but I actually quit playing Civilization 5. I burned out severely. I was going crazy. Then I played more Field Runners 2 just because I had no internet for weeks, and that's all I played the entire time. And played as the Power Towers, and I don't ever want to touch Field Runners 2 again unless I have no internet again and have no choice. Then I played a little bit of Fallout New Vegas, and I played the holy crap out of that game too, so I didn't want to touch that anymore after I was done playing it. And then I played Final Fantasy 14. That's obvious. I played the holy hell out of that. I did a lot of crafting. I'm not doing the normal grind like everybody else is doing, so I'm just kind of like, why are you crafting? Why aren't you playing? And I'm like, well, I want to make this game last a little longer than, 2 weeks. Like, some people have already got 2 level 50 jobs in a month. And it's just like, what are you going to do when you have no more jobs? Or, I don't know, quit. Yeah, that's why I'm not grinding. And then I got a game from Tyler, which just came back from his 6-month tour in the military in Afghanistan. And he got me a game called 7 Days to Die, and it was a recently successful Kickstarter game. And it's basically Minecraft with Dawn of the Dead zombies. And the game is slightly terrifying when you first start playing. Unlike in Minecraft, where you might survive if you don't have a place to hide at night, you will die in this game. There is no if, and, or buts around it. You will be annihilated.
I've been catching a couple of the streams, so seeing those big clumps of zombies, that's a little different than the 1 or 2 that comes off to you in Minecraft.
What's more awesome is buildings have structural integrity, so if they damage enough of the buildings, like say you're on the roof and they damage half of the building will collapse. So then you're screwed because they'll usually be able to climb right up to you and you'll be dead anyway. So
no floating blocks in that game.
Yeah, no floating blocks in that game whatsoever. Very, very alpha. There's only been one update since it was released, so it's crazy alpha, but it's still a pretty fun game. Cool. And that's it. Just a couple of games.
Well, it was my usual congregate run. Counter-Strike in between stuff, but really it's weird. The whole 3 weeks, I cannot think of too many games that I actually put some time in. For the last 3 days or so, I've been playing a online MMO browser game called, I'm being redundant, browser MMO game called Tynan, and it's got a lot of weird translation stuff. For example, there's some creatures that are like 3-headed monstrosities that look kind of like something out of Asian horror, and they call it a Minotaur. Or a Minotaur. And I can't say that I'm really enjoying it, but there's enough going on around me that it seems, I don't know, it's doing the Facebook thing to me, I think. It's one of those games where I'm not actually having any fun, but it keeps drawing me back anyway.
Oh, God. Yeah, I know those games.
At least I'm not spending money on it. So. But the one game that did eat up most of my time in the last 3 weeks was Warlock Master of the Arcane. Have you heard of this game? And I can see it now. There's nobody with their hands up. It was part of the Paradox Humble Bundle package that came out a couple of weeks ago. I didn't really think much about it either because I was playing Leviathan. I did not care for that one. It's the worship one. But this is basically a really stripped down, simplified, but still perfectly playable Civilization game. And I've probably logged about 32 hours over the last 3 weeks. So yeah, that one took up a lot of my time. But outside of those, I cannot think of a single thing that wasn't like more than 10 minutes. Because I played a little bit of Aeon Command, I played a little bit of Beware Planet Earth, and these were some of the indie Royale games that came out a while back. But, it's not playing.
So many games that we just don't want to play them.
Part of it, and I'm pointing my finger at myself saying, why are you doing this? Part of it is that I'll see a game that I'd kind of like to start playing. For example, Alan Wake. That was one of the first Humble Bundle games that I bought in this last session. It came out in like May, June, somewhere like that. I've had it installed. I have yet to start it because I thought, I'll save that for Prinny Plays. Why?
So much for that.
On the plus side, we've got October coming up, so I'm going to do a whole month full of just horror games like, I don't know, Half-Life.
Yeah, I'm feeling like I may switch back to YouTube. So
Half-Life isn't a horror.
Those zombies in Half-Life 2 are as scary as any zombie in any other game.
Yeah, but my icing.
Of course, I won't be getting that far if I played Half-Life 2 because I always start at the beginning of the game. I don't just jump into the middle of the game, so maybe that would be the wrong one to start with.
The only ones I thought were scary were the ones that did the screamers.
Yeah, but my icing.
And I'm not sure I can play Walking Dead on YouTube because a lot of those adventure games that Telltale makes, they seem to not be around YouTube very much, and that makes me think that they've got heavy bans on those.
Uh-oh.
So I may skip that one. I wouldn't mind doing it, but, I may skip Walking Dead. But, yeah.
It's good.
And I think it would be a good idea, too, to at least have a Scary Game special again this year.
Yes.
Kind of get us all caught up on that. We had a request for us to do actually just that, so I think that's a good idea. Start doing a couple of specials like that.
Maybe a special once a month.
Something like that.
And if we can't think of 12 specials a year,
Topic
then there's
shows.
something wrong.
to our topic shows again. Oh, Mike was actually talking about maybe doing a Diablo 3 one since he had so much news on it. I don't know if he's still thinking about that or not.
I heard about Diablo 3. Well, I'm not going to talk about it yet. It's probably going to be in the news.
All this is being edited right here.
Oh.
I was thinking about it, but I don't know. You guys did cover a couple of the bigger points that I was going to make, like the Paragon changes and...
I mean, we just barrel rolled through it. We didn't get into details of it, so if you
Yeah,
get
I did see that.
depth, but...
Yeah, I might still. I probably will.
But the game news doesn't look like it's going to be terribly long, so feel free to get into it a little bit there if you want to.
Alright.
If you get too long, I'll just edit.
I did see that you left me a little space for it, so...
Yeah.
I heard about the dreaded auction house news.
That may not be all bad. I don't think it's a sign that Diablo 3's dead,
not gonna
like some
be bad.
people are saying, but it is kind of a telltale sign that, oops, something didn't work. But then Mike told me that the console versions doesn't have it at all.
Oh, well,
Yeah, there's no auction house
it
on the
was a
console.
single-player game, which I don't care at all.
It just means you can't trade stuff back and forth or pay real money for things. So it's not that big of a deal.
Can't be worse than the Final Fantasy Online auction house right now. It's a nightmare.
MMO auction houses, woo! That always goes well.
The guild sellers on Final Fantasy 14 right now are just on utter rampage. There's no competing with them.
It's hard to stop them, apparently, because they seem to be pretty rampant on those games. Now, I don't know, World of Warcraft, it didn't seem like they stayed very long. I have a feeling that they were really heavy on them.
The fact is that they are they're categorizing everything. They're intentionally letting the guild sellers go crazy for a month or so. That way, they can ban all the guild sellers, plus they can see the people that are going to buy guild and ban them too.
True. Not to mention it makes their launch look really good.
Yeah.
All those people
it
online.
just completely destabilizes the economy.
Yeah.
The best way I could put it, everything is completely decentralized, except for this tax. Doesn't matter where you sell in the auction house. Everybody can see it everywhere, and the price can be between one gil and 1 billion gil or whatever. And
That's a lot of gil.
I don't remember being able to get gil that easily in Final Fantasy 11.
no, it's a lot easier to get gil, but it's still kind of hard because everything is becoming dirt cheap. Like even high quality stuff is just like wow.
Usually it's the other way
Yeah.
around. Things get cheaper as the game goes on because there's more of them running around.
Honestly, you don't need to really buy equipment. Every time you do a quest, you get some inventory, which everybody's suggesting them stop giving stuff. Get rid of that now.
Drops are okay. Just, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you get a normal quality version, you have to make a high quality version, which my character as of now has all high quality gear on him constantly. The little game I'm playing, I'm not allowed to equip anything if I can't make a high quality version of it.
Self-instilled difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like it.
And everybody may notice that I'm still on my old microphone at the moment, but my new Samsung Meteor mic should be coming in either today or tomorrow, possibly. I don't know
Hurrah!
if UPS runs on Saturday or not. I don't remember. But
Nope.
it's less than 100 miles away from me, so it could be here soon. If not, it'll be here by Monday. And
Unless you ever like it wrecks or something and they have to take it all the way back to where it came from.
no,
I've had that happen before.
it's just an itty bitty little microphone. Let's not
Nothing
tear
like
it out, guys.
checking the routing thing and it says a train wreck returning to sender. It's like, what?
Well, maybe better that than getting the broken device and then you have to pay the shipping to take it back to them.
Mm-hmm. That's what happened when I paid the 1 day shipping overnight. It train wrecked. I got it 2 weeks later. No refund on the shipping.
It's pretty crazy.
Probably pretty typical, sadly, but... Oh, and then Neil told me about the PS3 to PS4 conversion things. Actually, I'd heard about it before, but I skipped over the story for game news because there was other news that was a little more important. But, yeah, certain select games that aren't quite out yet, like Call of Duty Ghosts and Battlefield 4 and Watch Dogs and Black Flag. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. If you get any of those on the PS3, whether it's download or a hard copy, when the PS4 comes out, you can give them $10 and they'll give you the PS4 version. So that's kind of nice for the people who want to get the game really early, don't want to wait on the PS4 to come out.
Yep.
Yeah. And a happy birthday to my brand new grandnephew who may not actually be born quite yet. We've been keeping an eye on Facebook, but yes, my nephew's second child, third if you include his stepchild, so yeah. Oh, and that Humble Bundle, the main one that came out a couple of weeks ago, I guess it was, added 4 more games. I won't bother to actually list them, but 2 of them were games I actually already owned, Bastion and Limbo. So now I have Bastion, Limbo, and Shank I can give away at some point, but because those 3 are like games that anybody who gets into indie games, they tend to have all 3 of those games. So
Yeah,
they're kind
they're
of hard
like,
to give
I got
away.
that already.
So I may have to put them in like a big package, and when we get a whole bunch, like if we ever get 100 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers, I'll give the whole package away. And maybe even add a bigger game in there too, just to celebrate.
I like it.
But yes, follow us on Twitter at PrinnyCast, and you can contact us via email at prinnycast@gmail.com. Find the rest of the links to our YouTube and Twitch channels and all that good stuff down below. Anything else you guys want to go over before we head on out of here?
Negatory.
Excellent. Well, we'll see you all next week on the next roundtable.
Goodbye.
See you later.